Damn, thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. Thank God I'm fly. You call it cocky, I call it true.
Hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, in this video, we're going to be talking about the 2023 MBC gayo daejejeon outfits. This was the last event of 2023, and it didn't really have a proper red carpet. Like previous years, it had a wall where people posed with their performance outfits, so that's why there isn't a proper red carpet section in the video. I'm going to comment on the attendees' outfits. I'll be giving them a rating from 1 to 10, and when it's a group, I'm going to be ranking the outfits. The video is quite long because of how many groups performed, but if you are looking for a specific one, the video has chapters so you can skip to the parts you want to watch. So grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into the video. Disclaimer. I am a fashion enthusiast and I studied fashion design in university. However, fashion is subjective. What I might think it's pretty, someone else might hate it, and it's completely okay. This isn't meant to be taken too seriously and I'm only doing it for fun. I'm only talking about the outfits, not the people wearing them. My thoughts on the clothing are just that, on the clothing, so I hope no one misunderstands it. So many people attended the ceremony, and I can't possibly talk about every single person that was there, so forgive me if I didn't mention your faves. I also can't possibly extend on every single look because otherwise we would be here for hours, so I'm going to be short when it comes to talking about each one. But without further ado, let's begin. First, we have Aespa. The girls wore these black with purple bluish outfits. The main element of the looks is all the feathers their outfits have, and it's really eye-catching while they are dancing. I really like the sparkly details on each one of their looks, it especially looked so good on stage. The silver jewelry complemented the dark colors so well, and it low-key matched the sparky bits. I'm a little confused because in pictures the girls have these over-the-knee black velvet boots, but in their actual performance they wore different boots, and I personally like the performance ones a lot more because the other ones kind of drown them. The outfits are a lot on their own, they are not something I would wear on my daily life, however, that's actually a good thing. Performance outfits aren't made for you to walk into the streets, they are made to be eye-catching and interesting while on stage, so in that sense that's perfect, but I also think these aren't the greatest outfits ever. 8 out of 10. Next, we have Yoona. She didn't actually perform, she was the host of the event and she wore multiple looks. The first one was this pretty pink floor-length dress. The hot pink color looked amazing with her skin tone and especially her hair. I like the strapless neckline, the bow on the waist, and the open slit on the front. I don't love the pleats on the bodice, if it was plain it would have been better but it's not like it ruins the look completely. As expected she wore minimal jewelry, which isn't bad, but her neck feels empty so a cute necklace would have been great. 9.5 out of 10. Later in the night she changed and wore this yellow tulle dress. It was also strapless, and this time I do really like the pleats on the bodice. I love all the tulle layers on the skirt, they fell so beautifully and it just looked stunning. The gold belt is cute, nothing groundbreaking but cute nonetheless. Once again the jewelry was minimal and her neck felt empty, like give the girl a goddamn necklace please. However, I did love the black bow on her hair, and paired with the white princess-styled dress she was giving major Belle vibes. 10 out of 10. Next, we have BoyNextDoor. The boys performed 2 songs with 2 different outfits. The first one they wore was these school uniforms-inspired outfits. They've worn similar outfits they've worn in the past, but it's a classic look that fits the theme of their songs. This time the look feels a bit more elevated to similar ones they've worn because the jackets are eye-catching, however, it's still not as impactful as I would have liked it. For an event like this one the outfits have to be more grandiose and memorable, but unfortunately this falls flat. More vibrant colors and fabrics with more accessories would have worked better for the performance. 7 out of 10. Then, we changed outfits for these colorful ones. They are very reminiscent to what they wore for the one and only promotions, and I absolutely love them. I love the print on print vibe the look has. The jeans all having different little details is so cute, and although there aren't any sparkles or over the top pieces, the look still is eye-catching, fresh, and fun. Totally 10 out of 10. Next, we have Hyoyeon and BEBE's collab performance. All the girls wore these all-black outfits with a military-inspired jacket on top. I like that Hyoyeon's outfit was different, especially the jacket being in white. The black and gold color combo is something I love so much, and constantly use on my daily life, so I like that aspect of the look, but the black paired with the dark background prevented the outfits from standing out. If the gold bits on the jackets were sparkly, the whole thing would have been so much better. Throughout the performance I was curious about Hyoyeon's outfit underneath the jacket, so I was happy that she took the jacket because I was able to see it, but that also downgraded her outfits so much, and blended her with the background to the point of not standing out at all. The look as a whole was fine, nothing outstanding but also nothing memorable. 7 out of 10. Next, we have Nmixx, and oh my god, I'm obsessed with this look. The girls really said, let's wear sporty clothes, but let's make it chic and sparkly. I love the red and black color combo, is a classic that never goes wrong. I also love how well their styling team played with the layering in this look, since it makes the whole thing much more interesting. The only thing I would add to the look is more accessories. It felt a bit lacking in that department, but it's not a big deal since the clothes were good on their own, and this is for sure an improvement from their gayo daejejeon look. 10 out of 10. The girls also performed another song with different outfits. In this instance the girls wore these white with black accents sailor-inspired outfits. The outfits aren't bad, but they certainly also aren't anything special. The girls looked cute while performing, and I like the hats, but of course I wish they were more colorful. 6 out of 10. Next, we have Ateez, and not only their performance was amazing but also were their outfits. The all-black color palette is nice but it has to be done really good for it to look interesting, and this was done perfectly. The leather shiny fabric is really interesting on its own, and paired with interesting pieces is good, however, what truly makes the look is all the gold details on their pieces. The gold on black is so nice, and it stood out so well while the boys were on stage. I really like the looks with layering elements on them since it makes them even greater, but one specific piece I love is Woojung's jacket. The performance was space theme and his jacket has moons on it that were so pretty. They wore some simple accessories but they were nice and still complemented the looks, plus with clothing like this you don't really need that many accessories. There's not a single thing I don't like about this look, and I want a lot more of this from all boy groups. Definitely 10 out of 10. Next, we have Niziu. The look the girls wore was giving major winter wonderland vibes because of the color palette and the furry pieces. The white and blue color palette is nice, but it could have been a bit simple, which is why I really like the silver touches. I of course love the sparkly pieces since they look really good on stage, and it added a nice element to the look. You can really tell their stylists know how to take advantage of the accessories because some of the clothing pieces were simple, but the accessories elevated each individual look so much. The only thing I don't love is that the girls have already worn the same look, just in different colors, for some of the end of the year events. Not a bad look, but I wish it was a bit different compared to their previous looks. 9 out of 10. Next, we have the performance collab between Yeji and Hyunjin. Yeji wore some black skinny jeans, a black blazer, a silver top underneath, and black heels. Her look is kind of boring honestly, there's nothing eye-catching or memorable. I don't love the jeans, but they aren't awful either. I would have completely ditched the blazer since it drowns her and adds no purpose to the performance, and I would have given her a more fitted silver top so it would be the main element of the look. I also don't like her shoe choice, however, I do understand that these type of heels are much more comfortable to dance in. 5 out of 10. Hyunjin wore a simple black blazer, black leather pants, and a white shirt. The jacket is simple, but the pants add a nice texture in the look with the leather fabric, however, the main element for sure is the sheer sparkly piece he wore. The shirt being opened to reveal all the crystals sewed into a sheer piece of fabric, giving the illusion that the crystals are on his skin, is amazing. That element totally made the look because without it his outfit would have been so boring. 9 out of 10. Next, we have Eunbi. She wore this black velvet long-sleeve romper that had a clear military jacket inspiration to it, and she paired it with some knee-high boots. The romper is enough on its own for a performance because of all the embroidery and sparkly details, so the whole look was really cute, however, not perfect for me. The romper sleeves had these small red details that really stood out and looked nice while she was performing, so to make her look even more eye-catching, some sort of red element would have been so nice. Maybe her boots or the shorts part of the romper being in red, but anything would have been amazing, especially because it would have also matched the red strings she uses in the choreography. 8 out of 10. She was also one of the few people I saw that didn't wear performance clothes for the photo wall. She instead wore this floor-length black dress. The dress was cute, I liked the teardrop neckline, and the roses were nice, but the look wasn't memorable. Her long black dress blended way too much with the black fabric, so it didn't make the dress itself stand out. A brighter color for the dress would have looked better. 7 out of 10. Next, we have the boys. They wore these all-black outfits, however, their styling team made them so interesting by adding eye-catching elements to the look. The leather fabric is nice, but I especially love the PVC shiny one so much. All of their outfits had these silver studs on them that look so good and matched so well with the silver jewelry. Some outfit had these hanging fringes that moved so nice while they were performing, and I personally love that so much. The clothing pieces by themselves were nice, but the layering elements, and especially the accessories, made the whole look so much more interesting. This is an improved version of the classic look boy groups tend to wear all the time, so it's not perfect but it's definitely better than most boy group looks. 8.5 out of 10. Q, Juyeon, and Sunwoo also performed as a unit. The boys wore these casual street-style outfits that looked really nice. I love the oversized and baggy silhouette a lot, so of course I love this, and on top of that this type of styling really matched the vibe of the song they performed. The clothing pieces were nice, nothing outstanding, but the boys looked good, however, I don't love the color palette. There isn't any eye-catching color in the look, and the dark pieces blended way too much with the dark background, so more colorful pieces would have been amazing so they could have stand out more. 8 out of 10. Next, we have Stayc. First, the girls performed with these outfits that have a very subtle school uniform-inspired touch to them. I love the skirts a lot, especially the plaid ones. The 3 members wearing white blouses looked cute, but I like the other 3 members' looks more because they are more colorful. I like that all of them have a black bow tie in their collar, it's quite a small detail but it looked really cute. The look as a whole is a bit simple, it felt more like something they could have worn for a regular music show performance, but it was cute nonetheless. 8 out of 10. Later, the girls performed Bubble with these stunning outfits. Their looks were definitely giving New Year's Eve, which of course is perfect for the event, but is also something I personally really like. Most of their looks were in black, which obviously doesn't stand out as much as the other colors in the look, but their outfits had eye-catching elements like different textured fabrics and sparkles that made their looks really shine. Sian looked like a literal angel with her white dress, and I like how the white on her look tied in with the white on Yoon's look. The only dress I didn't love was Yoon's because the blue fabric looked like denim, which isn't bad but it is a bit too casual compared to the rest of the dresses. Their jewelry was minimal but still very cute, but I do love the bows on Sumin and Sian's hair. 9 out of 10. Next, we have Kepler, and oh my god, I love these outfits so much. The white color palette is simple but paired with the gold accessories the outfits looked amazing. The clothing pieces were interesting on their own, but the sequins, lace, feathers, and tons of rhinestones truly make the outfits what they are. I also really like the champagne color in Yujin and Mashiro's outfits, I actually would have loved if more of the outfits were in that color. As a whole I really like all the outfits, the girls looked stunning and expensive, but I especially loved Shouting and Hikaru's pant outfits so much. It's a look that we've already seen in the, but I never get tired of it, if it's up to me keep giving them looks with pants. The accessories weren't as eye-catching but with outfits like these is pretty hard to make anything other than the clothes stand out. I do love their white boots, and the hair accessories they wore. Obviously 10 out of 10. Next, we have Riize. The boys performed in what I first thought was an all-white look, but after looking at pictures I realized the suits are actually this off-white, almost yellowish color. The suits they wore were simple, just your regular old suit, although I do like the embroidered R in the jackets. It's such a shame the outfits looked white on camera while they were performing, because just a tiny pop of color makes the look much more interesting. The thing I don't get is why are their pants sheer? Who chose the fabric and why such a sheer one? You can literally see the pockets, and what I think are their safety shorts underneath the pants, like what the fuck. 8 out of 10. Then, the boys performed once again with Anton's dad. I love the blue, tealish and white color combo for the outfits. I really like it when stylists manage to make a look so cohesive while still making each individual member's outfits so uniquely their own, and that's exactly what happened this time. The only nitpicky things I don't love is that I wished Yoonsang's jacket was some shades lighter so I would match the boys' looks better, and I don't love that some members are wearing black shoes since it breaks the pastel vibes the look has. But aside that, I like everything else, so this is a 9.5 out of 10. Next, we have IVE. First, the girls performed with these amazing red outfits that had me on the freaking floor. I already love the red color palette so much, but paired with plaid print, which I also love, and velvet fabric, which is so eye-catching, was just perfect. But even better, on top of that, the outfits had so many little and intricate detail that made them so eye-catching. I love how each individual outfit is perfect on their own but also seamlessly blends with the rest of the outfits. All the gold little details on their clothing were perfect and made the look even better. But for sure, the cherry on top, is how amazing the accessories were. With outfits like this, the accessories could have been non-existent, but no, their styling team still decided to kill it with the accessories. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this look, not a single flaw. It's actually one of their best looks ever, and maybe even the best I've seen during the end of the year events. Of course 10 out of 10. The previous outfit was amazing, so I was surprised when I saw that the girls wore another set of outfits. These were all in black and were giving major baddie vibes, which is why I was so surprised when I saw they actually performed I Am with this look. These outfits are nice, the clothing pieces were really interesting, and the accessories perfectly complemented each outfit. However, they didn't stand out on stage because of the black background. More colorful pieces here and there, or even just a more colorful background would have been great for the look to shine in all its glory. 9 out of 10. Next, we have NCT 127. The boys wore these really cool suits. Silhouette-wise they were your standard suit, nothing groundbreaking. However, their styling team made the look much more interesting by adding prints and eye-catching fabrics. I love all the printed pieces so much, but even some of the ones that didn't have any kind of print still stood out on their own because of the velvet fabric. All of them wore satin fabrics underneath the suit, and that small detail made their outfits more interesting. I also love the brown color palette so much, it just gives cozy vibes so much, which is perfect for the song. The only thing that I would change is add more accessories, because I'm just an accessory girly and I always want more, but even with that it's still a 10 out of 10. Later the boys performed again, this time their outfits were different. They wore these all-black outfits with a red pop of color in the jackets. The black and red is a nice color combo, and it stood out quite nicely on camera while they performed. I like the fact that all the clothing pieces have the same basic elements like color and fabric, but at the same time, they are different in terms of design and silhouette. It gives variety to the look and makes the whole thing more interesting while they all still looking cohesive as a group. I love the sequins in black part of the jackets, and how the silver jewelry matched the silver little details on the clothing pieces. If of course always want something more innovating, and although this isn't the most revolutionary look I still personally really liked it. 9 out of 10. Next, we have the performance collab between Youngji and Yujin. Both girls wore this all-white rompers with tons of crystals sewed into them. I love the hanging tassels in Yujin's outfit, it gave a slight 1920s flapper vibes, which I personally love. I also really like that Youngji's outfit is different with the balloon sleeves. The accessories were really nice. I love the jewelry Yujin wore and the glove add a touch of classiness to the look, although it low-key bothered me that it was only one instead of two gloves. Youngji's jewelry was more minimal, and I wish hers would have been more eye-catching, but it's not that big of a deal. I love the knee-high boots on Youngji's look, and although I don't hate the heels in Yujin's look, I wish she also had worn some white boots. As a whole this look was really good, and the girls absolutely killed their performance. 10 out of 10. Next, we have Cravity. The boys wore these all-white outfits for their performance. The color palette being entirely in white could have looked so boring, however, by having all the members wear furry pieces it made the whole look much more interesting. The performance also had a wolf theme, so the furry pieces worked perfectly. And, some pieces in the look were off-white and kind of cream color, so while it's all technically within the white range of shades, it makes a huge difference because it makes the outfits more dynamic. The accessories also helped a lot, and I like that some members had shiny fabrics. 10 out of 10. Cravity is one of the few people that wore something different for the photo wall. The boys wore these black suits, they were simple in silhouette but they still looked nice. It's kind of a boring look, more of the typical boy group look for an event like this, but I have to say that I do really like the suits that have prints in them. 7 out of 10. Next, we have Fromis 9. The girls wore these stunning gray outfits for their performance that had me gagged. The different shades of gray were nice, but if not done right it could have looked so boring, however, their styling team absolutely killed it. The clothing pieces they wore were really interesting by themselves, which automatically elevated the look. But not only that, the girls also had some sparkly rhinestones in their clothing, and all of their outfits having some sort of ruffle detail in them added so much to the look visually, especially when they were dancing because the ruffles moved amazingly. The accessories were also on freaking point. I love all the eye-catching jewelry they wore, their hair accessories were amazing, especially Soyeon's headband. The cream boots some of the girls wore were also amazing, and paired with the dresses it was giving me 2000s vibes, which I absolutely love. Fromis 9 fashion for the end of the year events was insane, and I just hope to see more of that in 2024. Of course this is a 10 out of 10. Next, we have Stray Kids and the boys performed multiple times in the night. The first look we have is this street-style casual vibe. I love the oversized silhouette a lot, and it went really well with the hip-hop song they performed. The furry coats are for sure the most eye-catching pieces in the look, especially because paired with the clothing and accessories it gave this rich bad boy vibes that I don't know how to feel about it. As a whole the outfits aren't bad, but I'm not obsessed with them either. I needed more color, more eye-catching pieces that aren't the furry coats, I needed more sequins, sparkles and just more of everything. 7 out of 10. Then, the boys performed with these black and white outfits and right out of the bat I liked them so much more than the previous look. This look had a slight military-inspired touch to them that I really liked. The clothes were nice and interesting, especially the tops with all the little details in them, but for sure the thing I love the most is the sequins and sparkly elements they had. This look definitely felt elevated enough for a performance like this one, and I want more of this type of styling for Stray Kids, not only in performances but also in red carpets. 10 out of 10. Dance Racha performed in these white and blue outfits. The puffy and furry pieces, paired with the color palette really gave Winter Wonderland vibes, which was perfect for the song they performed and of course with the current season in Korea. I really like this look and what made it so amazing was 100% the accessories. I love the big boots, the hats, gloves, and jewelry. 10 out of 10. Next, we have NCT Dream. The boys wore these all-black looks that at first might seem like such simple and boring looks, however, when you see them on stage you realize they are actually much more interesting. The jackets they wore were made from this sparkly fabric that looked so amazing while they were performing. All the jackets also had little silver details that went really well with the sparkly bits, and the leather pants some of the boys wore also added another visual element to the look, so all of those things combined worked really well for a performance look. The boys wore some accessories, however, they weren't that eye-catching but more interesting ones, especially silver jewelry, would have been so good. But at last, I really like this look so 10 out of 10. The boys performed in another set of outfits. In this instance the look had this cozy vibe that I like a lot, and I love the cream beige yellowish color palette. The silhouette of some of the pieces are actually really cool. I love the asymmetric sweaters and the boxy cropped jackets. The accessories were minimal, but they worked really well with the look, and I honestly don't think that big and outlandish accessories would work with look. I love absolutely everything about this look, and of course this is a 10 out of 10. Also, this performance was gorgeously breathtaking, so if you haven't watched it go do it right now. Next, we have I-DLE. The girls wore these tweed outfits that paired with the hot pink and white color palette was giving me major Barbie vibes. Each individual outfit was so pretty, but for sure my favorite one is Yuki's because of the tooth hounds print and the big crystal bows. She looked stunning, and I'm absolutely obsessed with the pink glasses she wore. The white outfits Hyoyeon and Soyeon wore were cute, but the pink ones stood out a lot more to me. However, I get that their styling team added the white to break the pink on pink color palette. The accessories elevated each individual look so much, and I'm in love with their heels so much, like I want a pair for myself. There isn't a single thing I dislike about this look, so of course this is a 10 out of 10. Hyoyeon also performed with Paul Kim. In that instance she wore this all-white look that was giving rich main character in a K-drama. She looked so pretty, and I love the furry pieces in the top half of her look. Paul Kim also wore this all-white look that matched Hyoyeon, but he had a pop of green with his coat, that also matched his green mic. They both looked amazing. 10 out of 10. Soyeon performed with Dynamic Duo. In that instance she wore a denim miniskirt, a black crop top, black boots, a black furry coat, and a black cap. Her look was simple, but it matched the vibe of the performance and stood out next to Dynamic Duo. The coat is for sure the main element of the look, but I personally loved the pop of yellow with her mic while she was performing. Her jewelry was minimal, so more eye-catching ones could have made the look more interesting. 8 out of 10. And last, but not least, we have ITZY. The girls wore this all-black look that I like so much. The clothing pieces they wore simple in terms of silhouette and design, but the different fabrics made the look so much more eye-catching. The layering of the pieces also elevated the outfits so much because it makes the look way more interesting. The accessories are what take the cake though. The boots, the tights, the gloves, the jewelry, just everything added its own tiny element to make the look so amazing. To some people the look might feel simple and like it has been done a million times, which is technically true, this type of look has been done before, but there's just something I really like about this one that I can't explain. 10 out of 10. I have to say that I was surprised by how good majority of the outfits were. I think it's because performance outfits tend to be more interesting and impactful than red carpet outfits, and because this was just performance look then we had more good looks than bad. There were multiple looks that I loved, way more than I was expecting for sure. However, I didn't had a hard time deciding who was my personal best dressed. I have to say that I've took the cake with this amazing red look. The girls looked stunning and every single aspect of this look was meticulously and perfectly planned out. I also loved Ateez' look a lot, they killed this look so hard. I loved all the gold details in the black fabrics, and it just worked so well with their performance. For worst dressed we unfortunately have Yeji in this look. She didn't look bad but she also didn't look great. I don't love the clothing pieces they chose for her, and with a little more work the outfit could have been amazing. I also didn't love this Nmixx look, it's not like I disliked anything about it but it was just boring and unmemorable. That was everything for the video and if you made it up to this point, you are amazing. I really hope you enjoyed it and let me know in the comments if you agree with my opinions, and who was your best and worst dressed. Soon I'm going to be posting my 2023 Wrapped videos where I talk about my 2023 favorite songs, moments, and more. If you want to see that, don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up when I post. If you want to see more of me, follow me in my Instagram account. I post K-pop fashion related content and do some games on my stories with outfits idols have worn. Thank you so much for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.